Good evening, I'm back. I'm your host, Jack Remington, here at Quintessence Productions, LLC. So we have week 1 of the NFL coming up, and just for fun, just for kicks and giggles, that was pretty hard to hate that little phrase there, but I did it on the first try. I'm not going to edit it out. You must pick 5 picks against the spread, and the goal was to try to get as many right, and you got 17 weeks to do it in the regular season. Here's my 5 picks for week 1, the 2018 season. We're going to take the home team, Cleveland Browns, +4, hosting the Pittsburgh Steelers. A dangerous game, but I think the Browns are going to be an extremely motivated team. They were 1 win and 31 losses the last 2 years, and I think it's 3 wins out of the last 52 or something like that. I mean, okay, the next game we like the Cincinnati Bengals +3. They're at the Indianapolis Colts. And why am I taking the Bengals or the Bengals? I think Marvin Lewis is an underrated coach. I know he's been here 16 years and he's never won a playoff game there. He went like the playoffs 6 or 7 years in a row even. Now he's dropped that the last 3 years. But Cincinnati still got some horses on that team. If they can get their defense shored up, the leaky holes in their defense, I think they got enough to stop Andrew Luck. He's rusty. He hasn't played in, 2 years? And he's got a foot injury as well as he's got to nurse that bad shoulder. Andrew Luck is an extremely talented quarterback, and he could be a premier quarterback. But the injury bug, I mean, it's part of life in the NFL. I'm taking the Bengals +3 in that one. I got a little bit of a high flyer here. I like the Buffalo Bills +7.5 at the Baltimore Ravens. No one's giving Buffalo a chance. They're starting that Peterman guy, just A.J. Peterman, whatever his name is, not a very good quarterback. And Baltimore's always got a Super Bowl contender, but they got, again, like the Cincinnati Bengals, they got to plug in their defensive holes. I'm not sure they did that. Suggs is a beast, but you know what? He's another year older, and Flacco's come back from an injury. They're the Ravens quarterback. So I can see where Buffalo is a playoff team from last year. Baltimore did not make the playoffs, although they did have 3 shutouts. They are the only team in the Super Bowl era to have 3 shutouts and not make the playoffs. But they did it, so they're extremely inconsistent for some reason. So long story short, we're taking Buffalo +7.5. We're just taking a point play here. I like the Arizona Cardinals, -1, hosting the Washington Redskins. Redskins are slowly improving all the time. And the Cardinals are having a bounce-back year. They got a first-year coach, change of quarterback. They got a lot of things working, but they do get that monster running back with that Mr. Johnson, and he is a beast. Look for the Cardinals to come out smoking in their first home game here. So only laying a point. I mean, it's almost essentially a pick 'em. This is the best deal you're going to get. And my other game, I'm going with the Houston Texans +6.5. Going to the New England Patriots. The New England Patriots, they won a lot of games, and I've taken them probably more than anybody than you'll ever meet in your life. They're not going to lose their opener 2 years in a row at home, are they? I think Houston's got a good team. I think Houston's got a great front four. They got J.J. Watt back. And what is the kryptonite for Tom Brady? A good pass rush. I can see the Patriots coming out with the Super Bowl loser jinx, and they're picking us to pick 12 games again and win the game 12 games again this year, which has dropped to 11. I still went under. I don't even look for New England to win their division this year, so I got to save this video so I can have bragging rights when I turn out to be right. I am not looking for New England to win this division this year. They've had too much to lose, and they have too much to make up this time. I mean, you can't keep drawing to the well, and keep coming up with gold. Sooner or later, your average and above average teams are not going to measure up, and they collapse in 1 year. That's life in the NFL. I'm going to talk a little bit about the New England Patriots. Okay, they lost both coordinators. They lost both their offensive and defensive coordinators. Okay, they lost Amendola, who was a clutch receiver. Okay, they traded away Brandon Cooks, who actually helped Tom Brady a lot with the big offense that the Patriots had last year. They've lost a lineman. Okay, they've lost a couple of defensive players. I just think New England has lost too much, and they always pick well. Belichick has an eye for talent, but Brady's another year older. He's 41. He played with a concussion 2 years in a row. I think they just went to the well one too many 2 times. They're not even going to win the AFC East. The Patriots went 11-5 under Matt Castle. By bad luck, they didn't make the playoffs. They were top heavy with great teams in the AFC that year. And the other teams, Buffalo, the Jets, and Miami, have all slightly improved. People say, well, Miami hasn't improved. They got rid of McDonald and Sue from that defensive end. Well, he wasn't producing. Their coaches got a little more experience. Tannehill's coming back. And Miami beat them last year. Miami beat the Patriots last year. So Miami was the only one of the team in the AFC East not to win against New England. I'm looking for Miami to win the division this year. I know I'm going out on a limb here. I mean, I'm not even sure New England's going to make the playoffs. I mean, I told my daughter they're going to be 7-9, and her eyes got real big. I mean, 7-9. I mean, I look for all three of the teams to split their games with them. That's 3 losses right there. So you have my 5 picks, and we'll keep running total. And this is just for kicks and giggles. I did it twice, but I have to edit the saying here. I have a speech impediment, as you can tell. Long story short, have fun. Don't go over your head. It's for entertainment purposes only. Hope you subscribe and come back next week, and we'll talk about how I did. Thank you. Have a good day.